have with me Mr. S Prasad from OpenText. Many congratulations for winning the Leadership Award for Facility Management. How does it feel to be a winner tonight?
It's very nice as always. Though it's not the first time, it's feel really good.
Great to hear that. I'm very curious to know a little bit about how did you happen to become a facility manager. So tell us about, did you start your career as a facility manager? What was your first job? And what are the different things that you did that you are today what you are?
Yeah, not really. With the 23 years of experience, facilities does not exist in the 90s. So I started with the finance guy. I've done my MBA finance and then moved towards corporate services. Then eventually HR and facilities, and then full-fledged facilities.
That's a pretty diverse experience. 23 years is a lot of experience that you're carrying. There are several youngsters who are watching this video who are just starting their career as facility managers, or who have probably just been facility managers for a few years now. If they aspire to be leaders like yourself, what is the one advice that you would like to give to them?
So we all learned on job. So we never had a kind of the structural training or the course available. So especially what we lack probably is an experience for them. So when you come with a non-technical background, it's always good to gain some technical experience. Do facility management diplomas available, do certifications available. Then probably plan yourself for a coming 5 years, 8 years, where you are going to be in terms of the challenges you are going to handle in future.
Excellent. That's very well put, and I think that's great advice for youngsters. Like you said, there were no courses available back then. Now there are a lot of options, so they can hone their skills using applying for those courses. Excellent, sir. So in OpenText, I'm sure there are a lot of interesting things that are going on. You mentioned about a few before we started the recording. So I'd like to know, what is the most interesting and exciting project or initiative that you've taken up at OpenText that's keeping you going at this point of time?
So in terms of facilities, if you look at the EHS is one we are going to implement, which is first in the world. We operate in 44 countries, whereas India will be implementing EHS for the first. And ISMS 27,000, again we are implementing in India first. And we are expanding. We are around 200,000 square feet as of now in India, including 50,000 in Bangalore. We are expanding around maybe 30-40,000 in Hyderabad, 75,000 we are looking in Bangalore. We also have a plan of consolidating, if it gets approved, by 300,000 ready-to-suit building.
Very nice. So tell me, I'm sure 23 years of experience, you've seen a lot of ups and lots of downs. So if I were to ask you, what was one of the most interesting phases of your career, one particular situation that you thought this was really interesting, and one situation that you thought was the most challenging situation that you've come across, what would you tell me?
So maybe the interesting thing would be when I taken over facilities at 2001 as a facilities head for Vandenberg IT Park, first of the country, which has got a 500,000 square feet, and we also had a software division. Subsequently, IT Park business was sold. Maybe could be challenges, so we have shrunk in terms of responsibility, 300 people handling. So when OpenText took over, again profile wise it's gone up. So I could handle with the experience what we had. That's it.
So was that, did you mention about the challenging situation?
Yeah, challenging situation is the coping up that you handled a much bigger responsibility, going back with probably 300, and maybe much more challenging are probably the which is satisfying is something like Cyberwar Security Council. We have started in Hyderabad, first of its kind in India, which has got a private-public partnership headed by Police Commissioner as a chairman, which ensured that the BCP was never implanted in Hyderabad. 26 days agitation, we could run with 95% attendance. I am proud to be as a secretary for 8 years.
That's a really unique initiative that you guys have taken up. So tell me, you mentioned about multiple awards that you won. So obviously you're very active in a lot of facility management events that happen like this. So what is the role or significance of events like these for the facility management community?
See, as I said, that there is no the perfect kind of a structured course like HR has got MBA HR, Chartered Accountant, CPA, UTC, ICWA. There's nothing. And need is to at least to have the platforms like this where the seniors can come and share their experiences. So today also we have learned after 23 years. The collaborating with each other is always nice. So it always gives a lot of pride in what you do. As an admin, you always know it's a kind of a thankless job is where we started our career, that's what has been told. But at least as a facilities, we are growing as a vertical, with kind of one of the fastest growing vertical in the world today. So you also see that IFMA is opening chapters everywhere. It itself show that is a emerging in India. So that is one of the reasons they are doing. Yesterday we have attended a panel discussion done by IFMA Congress in Hyderabad. It has been a huge success. So they would like to do every quarter something like this.
Great, sir. Thank you so much for mentioning that. On a personal note, I want to know what are the hobbies or what are the passions that you have that keep you going on your weekends?
Yeah, maybe. Okay. There's no specific hobby, but only thing is last 8 years, my personal time, I think 70% has gone for Cyber Security Council. So around maybe 24 hours I'm available whenever there's an emergency, right from a fire accident to the cybercrime case. So we ensure that all IT companies are comfortable in doing it. So personally, maybe the kind of one gives me relaxation is playing a video game, which is a cricket. So physically maybe I can't really. So I would love to do that. So.
Okay, all right. So you seem to have a very hectic lifestyle. You've been doing a lot of activities. So how is your work balance? Are you happy with the work-life balance that you have?
So I think it's been kind of an ups and downs. 2001 when I joined, I think I worked for 5 years, around 14 to 16 hours a day, and then probably a little better. And again I took over recruitment, and I headed recruitment for 8 years. Again it's been hectic. After the OpenText took over, OpenText really practices and ensure that work-life balance is maintained. So 8:30 we bring every employee in, and being a software company you don't hear quite often, we ensure people leave at 5:30. So the transport is my third biggest budget. We spend almost around $600,000 for 800 people company in Hyderabad. So we ensure that they reach home safely and have time with the family.
That's really nice to hear. I'd like to thank you for this conversation. I'd like to end this chat with one last question. Do you have any role models?
Yeah, if you talk about facilities per se, I'm not really sure. Maybe people like Nagaraj of Google, so Ram Krishnan of CGI, because these are the two people whom we started probably getting into facilities in 2001. So when we entered to the facilities in IT, they're already there, experienced. We always respect them as seniors, and I've got to interact a lot with Ram as well. So it was in Hyderabad, but Nagaraj I only heard.
Fantastic speaking to you, sir. Many congratulations once again on being a winner. Have a fantastic evening and continue to be an inspiration. See you.
Hi, I'm Srikanth Acharya and I'm the CEO of OffiNeeds.com. We help businesses to plan and purchase office stationery and daily office supplies.
Hi, my name is Gautam. I'm the founder of NEO Systek. We help more than 500 plus companies go green and do water conservation.
If you watched this interview and you really liked it, you should visit www.fmwalloffame.com to watch several more interviews like these.
Do not forget to like, share and comment.